Hello. Hello, friends. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I need to move that back so you can see a little more of me and all of the fun stuff that I have behind me and around me. That's close enough. Hi, y'all. Good to see you on a Sunday. Hope you're doing well. It's November. Friends, I can't believe it. It's November. How about that? All right. People are seeing me. All right. Yeah, Jeffrey. Yeah, it seems like they come after me, don't they? Jeffrey says that he saw my reaction to Between 2 Points. That was from David Gilmour, and apparently, or not apparently, it did get blocked. My video got blocked. Some other people have not been blocked. I don't know what that is. It's just one of the things, y'all. Isaiah, yeah, thank you. Um, much love and memory for your grandmother. Yeah, today is at least at our church, which is a liturgical church. The church where I work is a Lutheran church. It's All Saints Sunday, so there was a lot of emphasis on those that have passed, that have been close to us. Yeah, so it was. Thank you, everybody. Soggy says happy haircut. Yeah, I'm still a little floofy. I'm still a little floofy on top, but I got my ears lowered. So, yeah, not bad, not bad. Got to get it back in style. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Stephen is here. There's Todd. There's Glenn. KB is here. There's Robert and Stephen and Soggy. Windy City is here. Arturo is here from Italy. Hello. Good to see you. Esteban's here from Argentina. That's cool. John's here. George is here. George is new. Hi, George. Good to see you. Robert's here. All right. Let's see. Who else is here? Sensovino. There's Big Fooney. There's Bill Coonley. There's Janine. Pam is here. Margaret's here. Okay. Caesaria's here. All my friends are here. There's Adrian. Rock and roll, everybody. There's Joe and Ray. Ray is correct. I am doing an event today. I'm happy about this one, y'all. Over on our Discord today, we have a music club event that is going to be going on, and I'm actually leading this one. How about that? I am going to be sharing some of my favorite choral music. No, it's not like the reef, like the coral reef. No, I'm talking choir music. That's what I love, and that's what I have spent my professional life doing: choir music and teaching choral music and choral music composition, classical music composition in general, but specializing in choir music, music for the voice. And I'm going to be presenting 7 different pieces from 7 different centuries. We're going to start with the 15th century and then do 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, and the 21st century. And there is a lot that I have left on the cutting room floor, y'all. But some of these are very special to me and very special in the history of choir music, of vocal music. So come and join me. If you're not connected with us on Patreon, you still have time. It's patreon.com/Doug Helvering. And you just, to get to the Discord, all you need is just to be a paid member at any level, any tier, and you can get connected with us and participate over on our Discord server, which is where we do our music club events and Daily Doug Radio and a whole bunch of different stuff. Thank you, Megan, for putting that in there. Megan's got me covered, y'all. Look at that. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, Armoray. What's my thoughts on Ma Show? You know, Ma Show, man. It's been a while since I've listened to music from Ma Show. Actually, the 15th century writer that I'm going to be lifting up is Ockeghem, and it's one of my favorites. It's a lovely mass movement. Excellent, excellent. Thank you, Kelly. Yeah, Kelly is coming to New York this week, because she gets to go see David Gilmour, and we're really pumped for her. So Kelly's going to tell us all about it. I'm still having to clean my glasses. I got a smudge on them, y'all. By the way, I'm working on getting new glasses. I have a new prescription. Welcome to bifocal time, Doug, or progressive lenses time. I definitely need an upgrade so that I can see a little bit better. And so I've got some frames coming that I'm going to try out here at home. That's going to be fun. Megan joined over here. Hi, Meg.
Hi, he won't let me sit by him today.
I forgot to move the piano. We just got home a little bit ago, so there's no room. Should I move? If you want to grab a chair, I can move this.
I would love to.
Okay, grab a chair and it's okay.
You told me no.
Well, I just said, you asked me before we started if I wanted you to sit next to me, and I said
no.
No. I said yes, but I haven't moved the piano yet. So
I said, so I should leave you alone today, and you said yes.
Sure.
I tell the truth.
Yeah, okay. So Megan's going to come back. Excuse me, y'all. Got to go to work. So I need to move the keyboard out of the way so Megan can sit next to me. So talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm sure you guys are like, he's wearing pants. What is that about? What is that about? It's the modular studio, y'all. Okay. Okay. It's easy to have a piano moved when it's only about 40 pounds. Makes it a little bit easier. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What are y'all saying? What are y'all saying here? Very civilized. Mad Andrew, welcome to Doug's Life. True. Kelly says 2 more sleeps. All right. She's going to the garden. Yeah. Yeah. Who was it that said, Amare is a big fan of Gesualdo, too, bringing in the old school guys. Gesualdo was a crazy writer, wasn't he? Wrote some really cool stuff. Dustin wants a Doug tote bag. So do I. We don't even have a Doug tote bag, I don't think. Meg, you brought your chair in, but then you left. She'll be here. She'll be here. So let me tell y'all about what we were up to last week. It was a fun week for Halloween here. And we started off on Monday with some Metallica. We did All Nightmare Long. You okay? Okay. We did All Nightmare Long. It was a relatively newer song, post-Black album for Metallica, and I really liked it. I really did, and a bunch of Metallica fans popped through and said that they were excited to hear me looking at that one, All Nightmare Long. Yeah, that was a fun one. We then, friends, did our fan favorites for October, and it was our epics. Our epics. Songs, these longer songs. I got to go back and just remind myself what I actually did, because if I have to think about it, then I will forget something. We did Mike Oldfield, Omadon, Part 1. That entire first side of that album, I thought it was wonderful, y'all. It was a first-time listen for me, and I very much was grooving to it. So that was one on the list that we did. We also took a look at Focus and the Hamburger Concerto. That was a first-time listen for me. And my friends, it's a hell of a piece that they, based on the Brahms variations on a theme by Haydn, except I say this in, hang on a second, Meg.
Oh, sorry.
Need to move this so they can see you. There you are.
Hi.
Yeah.
Thank you for moving.
Yeah, it was based on the Brahms. No, you're welcome. It was based on the Brahms variations on a theme by Haydn, except it wasn't a variation by Haydn. It wasn't a theme by Haydn.
Right.
So you got to tune into that one to see how that worked.
Yeah.
And what's going on with that one. I loved it. Our one of our Doug's Angels, Nick, selected "Adventures in a Yorkshire Landscape" by a band called Bebops. Good Lord, Bebop Deluxe.
Yeah.
And Nick knows me, and
Yeah.
we've studied together. We've spent some time together, and he knows what I groove to.
Mm-hmm.
And that song was groovy as shit, y'all. Had a good time with that one. I never knew who that band was, and then we ended up with some more Genesis, y'all. We ended up with Supper's Ready, and I think that there was some I don't know what you call it, but I was wrong. I thought it was a live thing from a concert at the Tower Theater in a suburb of Philadelphia from back in 1972 or
Oh.
73. It turns out it was from the Shepperton Studios um, um, video or presentation that
Okay.
that they made.
Okay.
And it was my third time hearing that song for
Right.
the channel in some capacity for the Daily Doug, and it was the first time that I had ever heard or ever seen the costumes that Peter
Oh,
was
yeah.
and how Peter Gabriel would um, present or perform that piece with the rest of the band backing him with all of the costuming and antics. It was quite fun. So that was this week, y'all. Our big time fan favorites, featuring some of our favorite epic songs. We then did some Werewolves of London.
Oh.
Lytle, the Omadon Part 1 reaction is
Thank
on
you.
Patreon. Okay, that's where it is. It's on my Patreon as part of our most recent fan favorites.
Yes.
We looked at some more.
The fan. In case you don't know what fan favorites is, it happens once a month. And it's a different theme every month, and so this month's theme was, I guess I should say, October's theme
Right.
was epic
Yeah.
songs, like songs of epicness and epic length.
Sure.
And so it is on that video. So
We took a look at Warren Zevon's Werewolves of
I'll
London.
put a link to Doug's Patreon here in the
very
chat.
lovely. Very lovely. My nose is still running,
I'm sorry, Doug.
y'all. At least one thing of me is running, getting its running in.
It's one thing you don't
Yeah,
want.
we looked at
running, though.
Werewolves of London from Warren Zevon. Then on Halloween,
Ooh.
we looked at Halloween by Halloween, and I'm not sure. He wasn't my favorite. They weren't my favorite.
No, are you saying that this past week you did Halloween by Halloween?
Yeah.
No.
King Diamond.
King
What did I
Diamond.
say?
You
Did
said
I say
Halloween by Halloween.
Good Lord, Doug.
That was like a year or two ago.
I'm
that you
reading
did
it
that.
right off of the thing, and I still said the wrong band.
Listen, I do
Cricker
that
Cracker.
all the time, and it drives me nuts. And it's fine. We all do that sometimes.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
I'm just saying that we're like anybody in the U.S. I don't know, maybe in other parts. There's a lot of shit going on all around the world, and we are in some heavy duty stuff here on our end of things. And nerves are frazzled, and we're tired and on edge, and so I think like mistaken words said is an easy thing that can happen anytime, especially right now. We are like, ugh.
I'm just upside down. Big Fooney's got me. My feet smell and my nose is running. I'm just completely upside down. Telling you. We ended up last week. We ended up Halloween week with a special presentation of my entire album reaction to The Raven That Refused to Sing by Steven Wilson. That one's been available on our Patreon for right about a year.
Yeah.
And it's a fantastic album, y'all.
God,
I think it's my
so
favorite Steven Wilson album.
I can't listen to The Raven That Refused to Sing, the song. Like it just kills me every time. Every time.
It's a very powerful
all
song.
I have to do is hear ba da ba ba, and I'm already like.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just the motive is enough to make you nuts. I have a notification that I'm going to swipe away.
It's
Very
really
good.
annoying, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. What else were y'all saying?
I've got it in my head, of course. It's wonderful. I love it, and I don't mind it being in my head, but it does make me feel sad, and I'm already in a weird place anyway, emotionally. So
excellent.
Yeah, I guess something.
Jean asked if I ever am going to listen to some Meshuggah again. I'm sure I will.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure I will. I'm not sure when. I don't know if I have them on my schedule.
Not yet. I'm gonna swipe that out of the way.
Yeah, too many notifications. I normally tell my notifications to take a breather, and I forgot to do that.
Oh well.
So we should tell them what we're up to this week. It's going to be a little bit of a shortened week because we are going to go on a vacation.
Yes, we are.
We're taking a little trip. We're taking a little trip, y'all. So it's been a while since I've gotten to see my mom and some of my mom's side of the family.
Yeah.
And so it's been since I think my grandma passed a few years ago, since we've all gotten together.
Well, no, we just were there.
Well, last summer, but not all of us could make it.
Not everyone, but there were a lot of people who were. I mean,
Yeah.
like.
But it's been a while.
Your aunt and uncle, your cousin, your brother.
Yeah, and my other cousin is going to be there as well.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're going to be going to see them, and so we'll be gone over the weekend and a little bit of this week and a little bit of next week. But
wasn't that just last year that we were there and saw them all though?
June of last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been over a year.
It's been over a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will do that, Kelly. So I think we're going to be heading out later this week. So I have a lighter week for y'all this week, but I think it should still be really, really fun. I'm going to start off with a band called Bandmade, y'all. And a bunch of people have been asking me to look at this band for a long, long time.
Yeah.
They are from Japan, I believe.
Yes.
And so what I'm going to do is take a look at a song called Thrill, which is an older song by them that apparently like everybody knows and everybody has seen. So I'm going to start with that one, but I'm also going to include one of their newer releases, one from just a few months ago. So I'll get to see a little bit of what kind of made them really big like 9 or 10 years ago, and then how they're doing and what they're up to relatively recently this year. So we'll hear a couple of songs from Bandmade. That'll be in tomorrow's Metal Monday episode.
I love it.
On Tuesday, that is our next Extended Play Lounge episode, and I have a poll ongoing over on Patreon, and right now it's a relatively close poll, but Tears for Fears, Songs from the Big Chair, is currently winning that poll.
I was wondering who was winning it.
Yeah, I have looked there. There's the poll. So right now, Tears for Fears is in first, Thin Lizzy is in second, Sting is in third by a whisker, and then it's REM, and then it's Depeche Mode. Those are some bands that I have heard, that I know a little about, but
or more than a little, like you know Sting really well.
Yeah, but I've never heard. I might have heard a song or two off of that Dream of the Blue Turtles album, but I don't think that I've heard anything that wasn't released to the radio.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That sort of thing. Same with Songs from the Big Chair. I think there were a few songs from that I think made it big on the radio. I've heard those, but the rest of it, not even a clue. So that's the case, I think, with all of those quite well.
Yeah, Glenn, I heard that there was a Tears for Fears new album that's out, or I don't know how new. I'm trying to remember when that came out, but heard about it. I've not yet had a chance to actually listen to it though, but I've heard good things. Cool. So Need to check it
Hello,
out.
Christian. Christian's here from Germany.
Hello, hello.
Excellent.
And hi. I saw a lot of folks saying hi when I entered before. Hello. Thank you for saying
Excellent.
hi. And it's great to be
I
here
didn't even
with you
plan
all.
that. Apparently, the new Tears for Fears album has only been out for like a week or two.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember when I heard.
Well,
Time has lost all meaning to me at this point, and I don't remember. Like for me, it feels like I heard about it like a while ago, but clearly not.
yeah,
So maybe I just heard that it was going to be coming out, and I
yeah.
thought it already had come out. I
So
don't know. It doesn't matter.
that poll is good through the end of the day today, and then I will likely record that episode tomorrow, and it'll come out on Tuesday. So get your votes in while you can, patrons. Right now, Tears for Fears is in the lead, but they have less than 30% of the vote. It's a very well-distributed vote this time, and that actually makes me happy. I like it when we have a very competitive poll.
So those are all bands and artists who you have not yet featured, and like you've not yet done a full album.
That's true.
Review on your Patreon for any of those groups. Okay.
Yep, which is why they're in play.
Got it.
Wanting to give some new bands a chance.
Yes, Nick, I do play music and sing as well. I'm a French
She's
horn
got the better
player.
ear than I do, y'all.
Well, that's part of being a horn player. But yes, I do. I am also a musician with a master's degree and the whole
Yeah. Yeah.
I've actually been taking a break in recent over the past few years or so.
Yeah.
On my French horn playing, just because I kept feeling panicky and anxiety with it. I couldn't figure out why, and I finally figured out that, and it was because a friend of mine asked me, "When was the last time you sat down to play your horn just for fun?"
Ah.
And I was like, "I literally can't remember when that would have been." And they're like, "Maybe that's what the issue is.
That
Like,
kind
it's
of
not fun anymore."
that kind of
So
coincided with COVID too, didn't
yeah,
it?
yeah, it did. It did.
Yeah.
And so I've been taking a break, just stepped away from it for a while until I'm feeling the urge here lately to like pick it back up again to
She's
play.
a great
I need to
horn
get it.
player.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I need to
You're
get
welcome.
she needs a cleaning though. I call her Gwendolyn. My horn is Gwendolyn. And Gwendolyn needs
Some TLC.
She really needs some
Yeah.
TLC. So I gotta find a place to take her to.
So we've got Bandmate on Monday, likely Tears for Fears on Tuesday. On Wednesday, I'm going to share a reaction that I filmed a couple months ago now to Light My Fire by The Doors. And this is when we listened to them singing Light My Fire on the Ed Sullivan Show, right? And it was a hoot and a half back a couple months ago. And so I wanted to share that one, Light My Fire. That's going to be coming up on Wednesday. And then on Friday, from that same fan favorites episode, I'm going to share the musical box. This is Genesis doing their great early song, The Musical Box. And it was filmed for Belgian television back in the early 1970s. And I remember very much enjoying that one. A crazy story and just a marvelous song. Great work of progressive rock, and that's how we're going to end the week with a Masterpiece Friday. A little Genesis. I think that works very well.
I love it. That sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Armoray. Being a horn player, do you find it strengthens your lower register? I'm a bad horn player. Mahler's music got me into it. Yeah. There's some phenomenal horn stuff in Mahler's symphonies. Dio is said to have played trumpet and French horn. Oh, that's interesting.
Nice.
I did not know that. That's cool. I don't know if you're talking about lower register on the horn. One thing that helped me tremendously was when a horn teacher of mine had me get, I don't remember whose book it is. It's a book of trombone etudes. And what my horn teacher asked me to do was to um it was to strengthen my lower register, and so I was told to play these etudes, which were written in bass clef because it's a trombone book.
Mm.
But she said, play them, pretend that this is an F horn part, and so play it like it's an F horn part.
Oh, so play it as a transpose part.
Play it the way that I would play it, as if I was looking at a French horn
At an
book.
F part, okay.
Yeah, she said, don't transpose it, play it as it's written. And so down in that low register, and they were like, they were not they were not they were like, what am I trying to say? Smooth, flowy, lots of slurring etudes. Not like we're not any jumping around or anything like that. It was like lovely little tunes.
Thanks, Jeffrey.
And that really kept you, so you could do like just like with steady breath and ebbing and flowing, and that helped me quite a bit with being more flexible in the low range. And also, if it's if you are struggling in low range, you may want to also investigate like other, like different mouthpieces. If there's a store you can go to,
the mouthpiece can make a big difference.
That has mouthpieces you could try out on your instrument. That's a really great idea, because you may find a different mouthpiece that maybe is one you could specifically use for low horn playing, or to try to find a mouthpiece that feels good to you and comfortable both in the lower range and in the higher range as well. Yeah.
Nick,
or both of those, or all of the above. Get a good one for high horn playing. Yeah, it's all good.
It works. Yeah, those practice pieces are there for a reason.
Yeah.
I wanted to answer Nick again. He's talking about King Crimson. We've done Discipline over on Patreon. All of my King Crimson repertoire and reactions are over on our Patreon. And I know Discipline. I've done an analysis, an actual like sheet music analysis to the title track, and I've also done use some sheet music to help me go through the entire album. It's a remarkable piece, and I have recently seen the Beat tour, and so I've gotten to hear some more music from Beat and Three of a Perfect Pair live on the tour, and I'm looking forward to getting to more from King Crimson in that era. Fascinating music. Fascinating music, for sure.
Chris, greetings to you in Scotland, and can we please
Scotland!
come join you there? Because I would like to do that. I would like to go to Scotland, please.
Indeed.
Thank you very much.
I'll take you to Scotland.
We go hang out with Stephen and Chris. There's other folks in Scotland, I think, who listen to you.
Yeah,
so
I am in the
midst. To come hang out with you sometime.
We are in the midst of applying for renewals to our passports.
Yes.
So that we can travel abroad again, because we let, like dummies, we let our passports expire. And my picture doesn't look like it used to, y'all. The last time I took a passport picture, I was a couple of decades younger. And it is time for us to get those renewed for sure. What else am I missing?
Lots of great
here, y'all. I do want to, in case you came in late, I'm really excited. It's now about 30 minutes until we start this. I'm going to be presenting stuff that is in my own wheelhouse, some classic choir music. And what I'm doing is choir music through the centuries. I've picked one piece from the 1400s, 1500s, 1600s, 17, 18, 1900s, the 2000s, 7 different centuries. And I've picked one choral piece. And that means I've left out a ton that are deserving. But I've picked one from each century to kind of take our patrons through a cornucopia of choral pieces. Funi. No, I didn't include any operatic repertoire. I would consider that slightly different. An opera chorus is an entirely different thing than a regular choral work.
Depends on the chorus.
Yeah, but the way that you write for and treat a chorus in an opera is normally quite different than you would treat one that's just there to be on stage. You know?
True, but like I'm thinking of like what's that gondolieri song? No.
Oh.
Like
Robert,
it's a big 4-part opera chorus. It's a lot, like we sang it as a standalone singular thing in a choir. I don't remember. I don't think that was in high school or college. I feel like it was a festival thing.
The one that comes to mind is
where,
Make
like,
Our Garden Grow
joined.
from Candide by Bernstein.
God. Yeah.
That's been arranged into a piece for choir based on the other thing. But yeah, it's tricky. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, friends. I'm not to answer Robert's question. I doubt that we're going to have a video of the presentation. We're doing it over on our Discord on our music club channel, and I will provide notes and a listing of the songs for everybody if you want to go through and take a listen on your own. But if you can't be there, that's part of the fun of music club. It's kind of it's what happens, right?
For those of you who are interested in checking this out and being part of this in about, like Doug said, it's about 30 minutes from now. It will be on.
I got to figure out what I'm going to play.
You know what you're doing already. It will be on the Daily Doug Discord, and to access the Discord, you do have to be a member of Doug's Patreon. I'm putting the link in the live chat right now for Doug's Patreon. If you you do need to join the Patreon at least the $3.
That's the lowest
tier will give you access to our Discord. If you join any of the tiers above that, you will also have access to all of his full album videos, which there are how many of those?
We've got almost 80.
Holy
almost
moly.
80.
All of those.
Yeah.
His behind the score video series where he like will have a score of a piece of music and dive into it and kind of get into the nitty gritty of like with music analysis. And then also you would have access to all of the fan favorites videos where there's a different theme.
It's a great deal, y'all.
Month. Yeah, it's an amazing deal. So $3 gets you the Discord access. And then the next tier up is a $9 per month tier. That will give you access to all the videos and everything. And then above that is the Council of Dougs at $15 a month, which gives you
access to all of our Zooms.
To all of the Zooms. So
the special things.
Council Hangouts. That are every 3 weeks, and we do the Doug on Demand every 3 weeks, and that's basically him doing like 2 hours of Daily Doug videos that are requested on demand from the folks who are there in attendance. And then above that we have our Doug's Angels tier. And it's $50 a month, and that is for the folks who there were people who requested, like, can we do more for you? And so that is what this tier is for. This is to help underwrite everything that Doug is doing, everything we're doing. And
they're special folks.
Special folks who really are doing a lot to help us keep this roof over our heads, help us buy groceries, help us pay. We have a tremendous amount of medical bills.
This year's been fun, y'all.
This year, because from me being hospitalized, and I have I have an autoimmune condition, so treatment is ongoing for that. Everything costs a lot of money. And
America, y'all.
our Doug's Angels at that $50 per month tier are helping keep us afloat
for sure,
and get through that stuff. So we're extremely grateful. Not just, I mean, everyone who contributes, of course, is helping, but like those folks are really incredible, and we're just incredibly grateful.
Yeah, we are,
for everybody. And even if you're not a financial supporter, just having you here on YouTube with us is absolutely amazing.
Makes me feel all warm and fuzzy, y'all.
We're really thankful for all of you.
More than I normally am.
Community, it's amazing.
I need to read some of these. Hang on a second.
Okay.
EMIOAC, a Doug Christmas album. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. It depends on when I need to get to a real piano and not my keyboard.
Well, and how are we gonna record that?
I'm figuring it out. I am. The wheels are turning.
You don't want to just do it via the keyboard?
It's gonna sound better with the piano. The way that I want to do it.
I know.
Wolfman, I don't listen to much ragtime. I know about it.
Oh, it's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
Heard ragtime, yeah.
Matt, thank you very much. I listened to an Iron Maiden album, at least half of it, the first half, called Killers. And it was to pay tribute to their first vocalist, Paul Di'Anno, who sadly passed away recently. We're going to get to side 2 of that one and finish that album up this month. It'll be later in November, but not this week. So let me just say, this week, well, we've got the Choral Music Club coming up at 2 o'clock. All right? We've also got, tomorrow, I'm going to do some music by Bandmade for Metal Monday. On Tuesday is going to be our next Extended Play Lounge. And right now, the Tears for Fears album, Songs from the Big Chair, is leading the pack, but not by much. Not by much. So if that holds today, then that's the one that we'll do on Tuesday. We've got The Doors, Light My Fire, coming up on Wednesday. I do not have a video coming on Thursday. And then we've got our Masterpiece Friday with Genesis and the Musical Box coming up on Friday.
Indeed. Yes.
And yeah, it's going to be just lovely. And by the end of the week, we should be in a different state, enjoying some family. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
That's going to be fun.
In big mode. That would be really lovely.
Ah, yeah.
Margaret
has put in when I went through our recommendations the other day. We had one where she had put in, I think, she wanted me to do a behind the score, looking at some of the music from A Charlie Brown Christmas.
Vince Guaraldi. Amazing.
And I'm not sure how much of that album or how many of those different tunes we're going to get to when we do that. But in December, as we're getting closer to Christmas, I'm going to take a look at those.
Some Vince Guaraldi behind the score?
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Glenn, I did look into some of David Gilmour's new album, and it got lots of views here on YouTube, and then they blocked it. But I do have it available on Patreon. You can find it there if you want to take a look. It's a fun video. It really is great music. I was very impressed with his new stuff, for sure. What we got?
Damon mentioned Iron Maiden and being reminded of that scene in Bill and Ted. Put them in the Iron Maiden. Am I remembering that right?
Something like that.
And they're like, awesome! Execute them. Bogus. I remember that. That's really, I love it.
Matt's also telling me,
I love Bill and
I
Ted.
remember the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure quite well when I did that. I need to get back to some more music from that one. That would be quite lovely.
I actually lined up for Doug, like, all of the JoJo openings. So we've got them all.
How bizarre. How bizarre.
How bizarre.
DP,
Why bizarre?
DP, I still do have that Altesia track, that epic track from their album, on my mind. I've also been talking to the guys from Altesia behind the scenes. They are working on some new music, and I think we're going to help them out with getting that out to everybody. Do I need to move this so you can see this a little better?
It's really hard for me to see.
I'm sorry,
but
it's
if you don't
hiding.
mind me getting close
It's hiding.
to.
It's well, I don't mind that. It's hiding behind the tripod.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Excellent, excellent.
That's very helpful.
Yeah, so I'm thinking in 2025, look for me and the guys from Altisia to have some special things planned for when they've got some new music to release. We're talking about that. So no, I haven't forgot about the guys from Altisia.
They're amazing.
Excellent. All right. Well, Jay Duke, you're gonna get it.
They're transparent TARDIS. I love
it. You're gonna get it. We're doing some Light My Fire this week when they did it live on the Ed Sullivan program and made good old Ed upset.
It's a classic moment in history, in music history, and I love it.
First time I'd ever watched it, actually, but I'd heard about it.
I love it.
So one more time, friends, let me say what we've got going, and then I need to get my notes in order to do the music club event.
Did I leave my salad sitting out?
No, I put it in the fridge.
Oh, thank you. You did me a solid.
Looking out for Maggie.
Thank you.
Okay, this week we've got some Bandmade. Where I'm doing Thrill and Show Them. Thrill is an older song, and Show Them is a newer song. And again, if the voting holds right now on Patreon, it's going to be Tears for Fears, Songs from the Big Chair. That's our extended play lounge for this week, I should say. The Doors, Light My Fire on Wednesday, and then on Friday, the musical box from Genesis. Love it. Love it. Matt Andrews asking me if I like Huey Lewis in the News. I love Huey Lewis in the News.
He's a big fan.
One of my favorites. Yeah. Love those guys.
Holds axe? What's the axe for?
The axe is if I didn't say yes.
Oh.
I think. I mean, what? I don't know. I mean, come on. You can't not like Huey Lewis.
How do you not love Huey Lewis in the News? First of all,
Huey's the shit, man.
And they can I've never actually seen them in person live. I never saw them in person live, but just seeing live video of them.
They were a fun band.
They're as far as singing harmonies go, they kicked ass.
Yeah, they did.
They were so accurate.
Yep. Great band.
And really in sync and in tune and really good at doing that. They were awesome.
Excellent.
Just awesome.
Y'all, I think we're going to call it a day for the live stream. I do need to get my notes in order to do this music club here, this choir music club that we got coming up. I'm hoping that we get some people to come and enjoy it with us.
And again, I just put Doug's Patreon link one more time in the chat. If you want access to the Daily Doug Discord, which is where he will be presenting Choral Works in 15 minutes. A little over 15 minutes from now. Just join the Patreon at least the $3 per month level. And once you've joined,
get connected to our Discord.
Connect your Patreon account to your Discord account.
Then you got us.
And then you'll have access to the Daily Doug Discord.
All right. Much love, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with us again on this Sunday. We will be with you next Sunday, even though we're on vacation. I think I'm going to see if I can rope a few family members in to saying hello.
Matt Andrew, we watched American Psycho with John, actually.
It's true.
And it is a fascinating piece of work. Keep going. I'm sorry.
No. We got it covered. So lots of stuff to do. So I need to get my ducks in a row, and then we'll be off and running for the rest of the day.
Much love, everybody.
Peace, y'all. I need to watch where my finger goes.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay. Well, I mean, safety first.